Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to more minor league esports action brought to you by APM Music, your way. My name is Anod Fellow. Joining me in the booth tonight is War Rat. How you doing tonight, man?
I am doing excellent. I am ready to watch some Premier League action between both the Pirates and the Rhinos. I want to talk about the season records. They're both complete opposites. You know, the Rhinos coming at 16-9 and the Pirates are 9-16. So that's to play in a factor. As I say, on paper it looks different, but in the game it doesn't translate the paper. Let's see what happens. Both teams are ready. They're solid, with the Pandas throwing out Speedy, Fuzz, and Ton Loink, and the Rhinos are putting out Red, Pandy, and Electro. All players are very excellent at their craft, and I feel like we're in for a good one.
So not only are we looking at opposites in terms of records, we're looking at opposites in terms of salaries as well. The Rhinos are playing their top roster, all 19-5s coming out of Pandy, Red, and Electros, whereas the Pirates are actually playing their lowest possible roster in Fuzz, Speedy, and Tunloink, all of them being 18-5s. Now, this is Premier League. These are the best players in MLE, so don't let those salaries fool you. Any one of these players can pop off at any time. And this is going to be a long 5-game series. Again, we are playing all 5 games for anyone who may not have noticed before or might be just joining us for the first time.
Oh, yeah. Opposite sides of the coin here, but don't let that fool you. Like you said, both teams can and will play their best out here no matter what happens. So let's see. We're waiting for the players to get on the field as we go into it. Your prediction on the night, Oddfellow?
So I'm thinking this should go pretty handedly in favor of the Rhinos. However, I will have a little bit of mercy here and give the Pirates at least one. So if I was to predict this in terms of games, I'm going to give it a 4-1 victory to the Rhinos.
I don't do this often, but hey, let's give the underdog some credit here. I'm taking the Pirates 3-2.
Okay, I like that because I think that is just as likely to occur because, again, long series. This can go either way. As we're going to be starting it off quickly, Panda getting a demo onto Fuzzy to start things off. Red into the corner, and it's going to be Pandy taking the pass from Red out of the corner to drop the first goal of the game for the Rhinos.
Yeah, can I retract that real quick? Can I retract my prediction? No, I'm joking with that one. Red, great pass to Pandy in the corner, and all he had to do was just slot it home, which he did. And the Rhinos are going to take a quick, early 1-0 lead. As this kickoff is now underway, Red's going to go for it, collects his boost, goes up high with it. Red now air dribbling a little bit, gets 50'd out by Speedy. Speedy is Speedy on that one, puts it out to mid. No one's home for the Pirates, but still, Ton is right there with it. Rhinos taking it down the field now to the mid. Speedy has to get there, which he does. Off the ceiling, Speedy puts it down to Fuzzy. Can't find it, and it's still a 1-0 game for the Rhinos.
Great offensive pressure coming out of the Pirates there, but just not able to capitalize as the defense from the Rhinos were able to stand strong. That's going to be Electros throwing that one in, this time off the pass from Pandy.
And hold on a minute now. You get a pass, you get a chance to shoot. It feels like the Rhinos early on are just passing the ball to one another. Every player eligible to shoot the ball, and it's putting the Pirates on the back foot. Ton gonna take it up, bounces off the ceiling. This could just fall through. Pandy with a nice save out over to Fuzzy. Fuzzy now gonna let it drop down off the back wall. Red gets a good clearance over all the Pirates defenders. Ton there with it, but it's a 50 out high up there. We know how dangerous the Rhinos can be in the air as of early this game. Ton look now dribbling and taking the ball up to the corner. Red, great touch, and the Rhinos are now pushing the ball the other way.
Rhinos trying to capitalize on the momentum they have so far in this game. The Pirates still having plenty of time here to put something together, but Red almost slots that one home, was turned away. Fuzzy has a chance here. He was looking for the dribble past Pandy, but Pandy gets a nice read to keep that one from resulting in points. Electros playing this one out of the right wing corner. Pandy not quite able to collect it, faking out Speedy with the challenge. Tunloink off the wall here. Playing it in front of the net, gets turned away by Red. The Pirates desperate to get some points on the board here before we hit the halfway point in the game.
Yeah, getting close to it, and the Pirates still have 0 on the board, and Reds is going to add some more for the Rhinos. Each player of the Rhinos now has a goal. The Rhinos are up 3-0.
And you love to see the ball getting spread around like the Rhinos are doing right now. It just shows how well they're meshing as a team. Their rotations are clean. Their passes are crisp. Everything is firing on all cylinders for the Rhinos. And we are barely halfway done with game one here, Warrat. So this definitely is not looking good for the Pirates so far, at least in this game. But as I say that, Speedy has me put my own foot in my mouth with a beautiful flick.
You better eat those shorts. The Pirates are looking to make that comeback. It's getting close to the halfway mark. It's now the Pirates are down by 2, but like you said, you got to love what the Rhinos are doing. You know, they have 6 shots and 3 goals, so they are absolutely shooting 50% as a team, passing that ball around, giving each other the chance to take the shot and make the play when needed. And all members of the Rhinos are now pressuring the ball. Still, you never know what's going to happen out of this corner. Can the Pirates figure out a way to get around? No. It's still a little high of a pass, too high as you like it, but still, it's a demo coming out from the Rhinos, pressuring this ball accordingly.
Oh, what a dribble.
Andy just gonna take it in red. Oh, he should have let him have it. It's another miss.
Oh,
and a good save by the Pirates. Unfortunate there by the Rhinos. I mean, they got a little too excited there, I think, Oddfella.
Oh, 100% Red just stealing that one out of the way. Pandy trying to go for it again, gets turned away by Fuzzy. So the Pirates having a little bit of a hard time getting this out of their own half, but the Rhinos are all of a sudden not capitalizing on these points. Tunloink getting a little bit of an awkward doink towards the middle there. Red looking for Pandy. Minute he gets him. What a pass from Red to Pandy.
Wait a minute. We gotta keep talking about the Rhinos' passing ability. In any second, any player from the Rhinos can pass the ball, and you just hate to see it. The last one back, couldn't do nothing, tried to jump it. You know, you had to pre-jump it early because it was going to go any other way. Unfortunately, he couldn't hit the ball, and that was a beautiful shot, putting the Rhinos up back by 3. Speedy going to try and take it himself. Speedy is going to do it himself. He brings the Pirates back within 2.
Speedy with a beautiful flip reset. Speed peak coming in the game chat by Red. Speedy definitely peaking a little bit. That was one heck of a shot there out of the kid from the Pirates to make this a 2-goal lead here for the Rhinos. Pirates definitely not done here yet in game one. I do want to say earlier, I said that it was looking bad for the Pirates. I didn't say they were out of it fully, and they're showing why they aren't. What a juke from Fuzzy.
You know, what a great, counter from Speedy to stop that Rhinos passing play. And all Fuzzy had to do was get past one more. He does that. The Pirates are back within 1, and this is now a ball game, Oddfellow. This is getting exciting, so buckle up. Put on the seatbelt. This is going to be a fun one for the last minute, 30 seconds.
And this is what I love about Premier League. Sometimes all it takes is one phenomenal play from a player, and all of a sudden the momentum for the entire team just hits the roof as Fuzzy tries to slot one into the top right corner, unable to do so. Electros pointing out over midfield. Speedy is there, passing down to Tunloik. Beautiful passing coming out of the Pirates now, as we saw a whole lot of passing from the Rhinos earlier in this game. Finally, the Pirates are starting to put some together themselves. Fuzzy trying to send this one back over towards the Rhino side. Pandy on the back wall waiting for it. Does manage to fire it across. The midfield defense from the Pirates is something that's been a little bit suspect this game, as Electros blows up the entire defensive line for the Pirates, and Red is able to just drop it into an empty net.
Unfortunately, the Rhinos came out for blood that last go-around. They demoed the whole team. All you had to do was put the ball in the back of the net, and that might have killed the momentum, but you never know. This, like you said, this Premier League, once the momentum shifts, it feels like for the entire team it also shifts. The Pirates still have a chance, down by 2. Red looking to shut it down. Red might have just put the nail in the coffin here in this game 1.
And that is going to be the first hat trick of the series going to Red here. Beautiful shot placement. Excellent decision to use the back end of the car to kind of slow it down, get a little bit of a bounce, but slow it down just enough so that it threw off the way the defender was trying to come at it for the save. So fantastic heads-up play there from Red, getting a doink now, trying to get it over the top of Tunloink, but not able to do so. Electros, another demo onto Tunloink there. I think that makes it his 3rd one, and I believe that gives him Executioner for the game.
Something like that. Something like that indeed. But we still got to talk about the Rhinos offense coming through again, still pressuring it, and it just feels like the Pirates are suffocating right now. Pandy is going to put that one up to Red. Red going to try and drop another one. Pandy follow up, can't find it. Fuzzy, excellent save on that one. Speedy goes up. Speedy gets a round one. Speedy going to take it now, but Red's there with it, and game one is going to go to the boys in gray, the Rhinos.
Well, the boys in the slightly lightish gray, we'll say.
Whatever, you know what
in the lighter gray. Both teams are in gray. But yes, the Rhinos doing what they should be doing on paper. Excellent first game from them. It just, from start to finish, looked like they were in complete control of that game. Now, however, that being said, Speedy definitely has shown some potential here for the Pirates to be able to throw some momentum their way. This is why I was saying, if anything, I think this series ends up being at least a 4-1, if not a 3-2 in favor of one of these teams. But the Pirates definitely are showing like they have some signs of life here going into game two.
Yeah, Pirates do have life, but it's not really enough if you're against the Rhinos. I mean, you see the pressure, you know, I believe there's like total of 13 shots coming out from the Rhinos, and, you know, only 5 saves from the Pirates. And so you gotta wonder in the next game, if you're the Pirates, how do you counterattack? I mean, you've done an excellent job. You've shown what you can do. You've definitely speeded it up, you know, pun intended, most definitely. You just got to continue being consistent on that. You can't let the Rhinos come out early and just pass all over you like they did in this game. So we're going to find out if the Pirates have the answers, or will the Rhinos dominate game two here on Neo Tokyo.
So I think the biggest thing for the Pirates to focus in on going into this game two is going to be that midfield control that I was kind of talking about in game one. They really have to focus on not allowing these big clears to come out for the Rhinos. And speaking of, Red getting a demo onto Fuzzy immediately, and then in so doing with the midfield defense, they also have got to start shutting down these passing lanes, because if the Rhinos are able to just keep throwing the ball to anybody all over the field, as Tunlink puts the first points on the board for the Pirates.
Pandy trying to get it around Tunlink. Tunlink does a great job. Red just caught up, and unfortunately for the Rhinos, that one's going to fall on the back of that ever so slightly, and the Pirates do now have a little life on them. And let's see if that momentum can shift. Fuzzy is going to try and touch it. Fuzzy's also going to demo Pandy. Red's also going to get bumped. Electro going to pass one. Fuzzy's waiting in the wings, but we know what Red can do. Red's gonna try and drop it in. Fuzzy is there with it. Another follow-up from Electro, and Pandy gonna come through with it. Can't find it. It's a heavy push by the Rhinos, and Speedy is going to do it again himself with a demo on Red. The Pirates up 2-0.
What a play here from Speedy with the air dribble into the demo as well. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I think this might be the Speedy show tonight. What a shot there from the kid, as we now have a 2-0 lead in favor of the Pirates. This, Warrat, is how you recover from a 3-game deficit, or from a 3-goal deficit in game one.
Oh yeah, and it's, unfortunately, the momentum has shifted. Electro, Fuzzy couldn't get a good touch. Pandy with a good challenge in Electro. That was a 50. Unfortunate. And the Rhinos back within one. But as you said, this could be the Speedy show. You know, they scored 2 of those goals. Definitely very speedy. No pun intended. And the Pirates still have some life in them. Plenty of time left. We're not even out of the first minute yet. And it's attack here. And a miss. As Speedy's going to send this one back the other way over to Red. Red's then going to clear it out to the mid. Back up to Tunlink, who's then going to put it up, try and get around one. It's a good pass to the mid. Red's there with it. And both teams now feeling each other out in this next minute.
Pandy waiting on the back wall, playing it off the ceiling, down to Red, gets a nice doink up over one defender, but Speedy already up in the air. Does lose his 50 to Electros, Tunlink. Excellent heads-up play there to get that touch out to the corner so that Pandy couldn't get the redirect. Pandy now down to Red. Ooh, that was a little bit of a double commit from Red and Electros. That's the first real sign of miscommunication that I've seen from the Rhinos so far in this series. Electros getting a nice save there on the goal line. Looking for it again off the midfield. It's going to be 2 Pirates defenders waiting for it, though. Electros out of the corner. Pandy looking for the downward shot, but Tunloik turns it away. The defense from the Pirates standing strong so far here with the last 45-second push from the Rhinos, but Electros finally able to break through. Ties the game up at 2-2.
And as you were just talking about the Pirates defense, Electro is coming through, finding that hole. No one's back, and it's a tie ball game. Unfortunate, both teams definitely showing what they're capable of in this game too. It's, you know, unfortunately one of these teams gotta lose, and that's the sad part. Red gonna get a 50 out with Electro. Tunlink's gonna be there with it, puts it off to the side there. Pandy with the miss. Red coming in with it. Good challenge by Speedy. Electro gonna take it, and he's not really gonna take it, and now he just does it. He's gonna put it up high to Pandy. Pandy off the back wall. Is gonna fall into him. Double tap by Pandy. Pandy just doing it. What a pass by Electro, and the Rhinos go up 3-2.
This is fantastic boost management from Pandy as well. He goes up in the air on his own 25-yard line essentially and flies it the almost entire length of the pitch to be able to drop that one into the bottom corner. So fantastic solo play there from Pandy. Speaking of, here comes Pandy again. Oh, and he almost sneaks it in, but what a save from Fuzzy as the Pirates barely sneak away from disaster there.
Snuck away with it indeed, baby. You know, it's still dangerous, still looming for the Pirates. The ball, it's gonna bounce off the wall, gets 50'd out. Fuzzy gonna take it, gotta beat both Electro and Red. Can he do it? Almost does it. Red, good save to put it back, but does it bounce back over? No one. Speedy's not there with it, and the ball back in the midfield. Pandy now gonna take it, gets 50'd out by Fuzzy. Pirates still getting this counterattack going here. Red's gonna get it past one defender. Speedy's there, good challenge by him. Pandy's got 0 boost. Electro coming in to save him. Electro now gonna drop it down. Tunlink's there with it. Red, however, is gonna follow through this one. Fuzzy puts it high up. Anybody up there? Nobody, but Pandy is gonna put it back to Electro. And now we get some of the slower gameplay from both these teams. And instead, I say that Electro is gonna put another one on there, and he's gonna get himself a hat trick in this game.
And the Rhinos all of a sudden starting to go back to their game one form as this offensive pressure that they're putting on is just dominating through the defensive rotations of the Pirates. It just looks like the Pirates' defensive rotations are just not quite fast enough. Like there's always a gap either in the middle or towards the back of the net, and that I'm just not sure if that comes. Speaking of, right there, another gap in the defense there from the Pirates results in yet another goal for Electros, as it now is going to be a 5-2 lead here for the Rhinos.
Unfortunate, and Electro now 4 for 4 in this game. You know, dropping that Wendy's 4 for 4. We're going there because Electro doing it all right now, essentially getting 2 assists from both his teammates. All Rhinos are actually participating in this 5-2 lead at the current second. Red now gonna take it around, trying to get over. Tunlink is there with it, gonna boom this down, cleared midfield. Fuzzy now going to try and get that one, but Pandy gets it past one. Speedy's there with it, down to, Fuzzy trying to go for the demo, I think, but it didn't work out very well. Still a promising opportunity here for this Pirates team, and Fuzzy gonna try and get it past one. Fuzzy somehow, some way, just gets it in. It's crazy. Odd fella, I don't even know how to explain that one. The Pirates down by 2 again.
Fuzzy very clearly been hitting the gym this week, is able to power that one through and gets the demo to boot to slot it into the bottom left-hand corner. So with 62 seconds left to play, it is a 2-goal lead here for the Rhinos. Pandy with the reset, going for the double reset. Oh my God, I thought Pandy was gonna hit that. What a save from Fuzzy as Pandy was going for the double reset there. Oh my goodness, the Rhinos are trying to style on the Pirates here.
The Rhinos are trying to do that indeed, and shutting down all momentum the Pirates have picked up. Maybe the One Piece isn't real. The Rhinos have taken it and eaten it, because the Rhinos look to be in command of this series if they can continue this level of play. Electro gonna get himself a demo. Speedy's gonna get that one away. It does, but the Pirates are still booming in on the danger here. They take it back the other way. For how long though? Red's gonna take it up himself. Red might just do it alone. Pandy's there with it. No, Fuzzy saves it away. Amazing passing play once more by the Rhinos, but unfortunately for them, it's blocked away. 10 seconds left, and now the Rhinos are gonna take a commanding. Oh, Pandy not letting another one. Just gonna put another one in, just showing the Pirates, hey, we're still scoring on you no matter how many seconds are left. 6-3 Rhinos.
They just wanted to make game 2 the same result as game 1. That's all it is. But I tell you what, here's what I'm loving seeing out of the Rhinos. They're getting these demos, but they're not going out of their way for them. They're just lining up in their rotation. And that's what's so beautiful about how they're playing this offense. Obviously now they're getting a little bit bunched up on the walls. They're just kind of fighting for it as the seconds start to tick down. But it's this constant offensive pressure that the Rhinos are putting on, which is just not giving the Pirates any room to breathe. And it's the speed of these offensive rotations. And it's as soon as one of these Rhinos players is putting a shot on, somebody else is rotating into the secondary to be able to be there for the backflip or to be able to be there for the backboard save, and then somebody else is rotating out to the third to be there and block the over the top. So these rotations are right where they need to be. They're almost immaculate, and the Pirates just aren't quite able to keep up with it defensively themselves.
Yeah, defensively, the Pirates still on their back foot. The Rhinos shot the ball 14 times this game. Last game, they shot the ball 13 times, and it just feels like the Rhinos are just shooting the ball left and right. It feels like the Rhinos have the cannons and not the Pirates. You know, usually the Pirates got cannons, but this time, in this case, it's the Rhinos. And coming off the back of Electro, all players on this team have assisted in or scored all the goals in this game. And if you're the Pirates, you cannot let the Rhinos have too much space to work with, even just a second amount of space. You know, the Pirates are just not there every time the Rhinos have a beautiful passing lane. No matter how tight it is, the Rhinos find a way to score.
I think that's the biggest issue that the Pirates are running into is they're so worried about this crushing offense from the Rhinos that they're almost playing too passively. Like they're trying to play too much defense. They have got to start getting some faster challenges and being on the ball faster than the Rhinos are. There was a chance there from Tunloing, but Red getting a nice 50 off the kickoff, gaining some offensive control here for the Rhinos. There's going to be Electros again with another demo onto Fuzzy. Pandy going to get a whiff there off the top corner. Is that a Hot Wheels car that I just saw?
From who?
Is Tunloik in a Hot Wheels car right now?
Hang on.
He is. He is. Oh my. Oh my word.
What in the world? All right, none of that. The Pirates in the Hot Wheels are looking to start this reverse sweep, and they're definitely going to try and do it off the hottest of wheels.
Hey, sometimes you got to change something.
Sometimes you got to change something, even if it's in the Hot Wheels car. Don't get me wrong. I used to play with those as a kid and send them down to the track. They fly off, hit the wall. Mom screaming at me like, "Hey, stop that nonsense!" You know, that's what the Pirates are gonna need. That Hot Wheel to crash right into the Rhinos' cars and demo them. And if the Pirates can ride off of that, then maybe something can happen here.
Electro's playing it off the wall into the corner. Fuzzy now sending it towards the Rhino side of the field. Here's Tunloik in that Hot Wheels car, not quite able to collect it off the sidewall. Shot comes in from Speedy, but does get saved away by Electros. Tunloik now turning it around at the midfield. Red in the corner to collect. A little bit of an awkward whiff there in his corner, but Electros is there to save him. 0 boost to his name, not able to win the 50 with Tunloik, but Pandy gets a beautiful 50 going back the way towards the Pirates net. Electros up to the ceiling. Red is there for the follow-up, but Speedy is going to be there on defense. So again, the Rhinos trying to put these passing plays together, but as of right now, defense for the Pirates is somehow starting to hold strong.
Yeah, they've definitely figured it out, you know, sort of, for the time being anyway. They figured out the Rhinos, hey, they're coming upfield. They're more than likely going to pass the ball rather than take a shot. But you cannot underestimate the solo plays coming out of each and every Rhinos player here. Because if you underestimate, you think they're going for a pass, they'll just double tap on you. Musty flick, I don't know, flip reset, anything. You got to be wary of all angles. And so far, this Pirates defense is definitely holding strong. And they're on this counter. There's an attack right now. Tunloik gonna put it up off the back wall. Red's there to read it, and Fuzzy is just waiting for it. Can he get another touch on it? He does. Can he follow through with it? Get past Red? Does it? Electro just waiting in the wings now. Electro taking it up high. Can he beat Speedy? Speedy puts it on target. Ooh. Speedy! Absolute amazing angle, which put the Pirates up 1-0.
Speedy breaking out his own protractor after the Rhinos had a couple of geometric shots in game 2. Speedy decided it was his turn here in game 3, trying to keep this from being a quick series victory for the Rhinos. Again, for those of you who may not have joined us, we are on game 2 of 5. This game is game 3. If the Rhinos do win this and take a series lead of 3-0, the series is not over. We will play all 5 games regardless, but the Rhinos definitely would like to guarantee themselves the series win here by taking this 3rd game. But Speedy starting things off early for the Pirates. Fuzzy now taking it towards the backboard, looking for it. Good boost management, but Red is there to turn it away. Fantastic backboard defense from the Rhinos.
Yeah, I mean, I want to make a joke, though. You know, you said it, you're pulling out the protractor and calling the geometry. But these players going fast enough, can we just call this the geometry dash? I don't know, man.
Oh my.
I don't know anymore. As the Rhinos are putting this one on the counterattack. Fuzzy, take it now, pinch it off the wall a little bit. Red's there to beat him. Red, can he get some bumps? Which he kind of does there. Fuzzy gonna clear that back to the sidewall. And again, still on the sidewall from both Fuzzy and Speedy. Unfortunately, it didn't go anywhere. And Tunlink is gonna put that one back to Red in mid. Red, we know what he can do. Speedy, however, we know what Speedy can do. Speedy gonna put the Pirates up 2-0 off the great challenge from him onto Red. And there's no one back. The Rhinos overcommitted.
And these are the kind of challenges that I've been saying that the Pirates have needing to be made all series, because we've seen how far forward the Rhinos like to play on offense. So when the Pirates can get these fast challenges and get these great 50s like they just got out of Speedy, they're able to take advantage of the fact that the Rhinos may not be in position. Speaking of out of position, Red getting a little bit of revenge onto Speedy there, demoing him off the goal line, opening the net wide up for Pandy.
Yeah, it's been a fun matchup throughout this entire series. You know, Red versus Speedy, both players putting their best foot forward against one another. And, you know, unfortunately this time Red got the upper hand, and it puts the Rhinos back within 1. Still plenty of time to work for them, but the time is looming down. They need to do something in the next minute or so. And Speedy gonna drill it past Red. Electro there with it up to Red. Red gonna try and dunk it down. Can't really find it. Pandy gonna take himself a shot. Fuzzy, great save, but it's 50 back into the Pirate zone. Pandy, amazing touch, goes in. It's a tie ball game. Less than a minute to go.
I thought for sure Red was going to score this, and then Pandy just comes swooping in from the left-hand side. It's just like, nah, son, I got this. Don't you worry about it. This is all me. So Pandy getting 2 goals to his name, tying up Speedy's 2 goals to tie the game up here in game 3 with just under 45 seconds left to play here. Speedy trying to collect this one off the left wall. Electro's getting a pass out to Pandy, almost getting his 3rd goal there, but a beautiful save from Fuzzy. I will say this, every time the Rhinos look like they're about to get a clutch shot, it's almost always Fuzzy that's there to save it off the goal line.
Oh, yeah, the defense, especially Fuzzy, holding on that back line, just making sure the Rhinos don't really find anything. And the Pirates on this counterattack to Speedy is going to somehow put that one in. What a shot by Speedy. That could have been the most clutch shot in the series to keep the Pirates alive here as they take a lead 3-2. 20 seconds remain.
These 50s from Speedy have been unstoppable here in game 3. That is going to give him his hat trick with 20 seconds left. The Pirates find themselves up by 3. They just have to hold on here in the waiting seconds, and they may find themselves with their first win of the series. It's going to be a demo onto Pandy from Tunloy. Speedy trying to put another shot on, looking to get one for the road, but not quite able to get it as it rings off the left sidebar. Fuzzy not able to collect that off the double tap, but Speedy is there. That's going to be the 4th goal of the game for Speedy, and with 1 second left, I'm fairly certain that's going to lock it up for the Pirates here in game 3.
I'd hope so. You're fairly certain. I say it's a lock already. Speedy showing up for his team. You know, he saw what Electro did last game, and he said, hey, I can do that too. I'm the man the Pirates need me to be. And this is definitely a great start to that reverse sweep for the Pirates now.
Pandy?
Speedy. Ooh, Pandy almost put that one in. Almost a goal to go, but not really. Pirates going to take a win here. Now they're on the board in the series, looking to start the reverse sweep off the back of Speedy.
So the Pirates are looking for the reverse sweep, but Pandy is looking for a clip. He has been trying to hit I've been watching him all 3 games. He has been trying to hit these flip resets. He was not too happy about having his double flip reset saved by Fuzzy last game. So definitely keep an eye out for Pandy, as I feel like he's starting to approach the peak of that mountain because he is trying very, very hard. But This game was about Speedy from beginning to end. Fantastic job by Speedy and Fuzzy as well. 3 saves to his name, just really keeping that goal line locked down. And that's not to say that Tunloink didn't do anything this game. Tunloink is was that player this game where all he had to do was be where he needed to be when he needed to be there. Didn't have to do much else. And it worked out very, very well for the Pirates here in this game. And that's kind of one of the nice things about this level of Rocket League is there's going to be 1 or 2 players that kind of pop off, but as long as everybody else does what they need to and the teamwork meshes, that's where the victory comes in. And the Pirates just really looked like they kind of fell into their own here in game 3.
You know, that might be a scary sight if you're on the Rhinos. You know, the Pirates team, they're getting their momentum back, and they haven't even unlocked Tunloink yet. You know, he did his job, touched the ball, kept it away from the Rhinos most of the time, and, you know, just being there intercepting, but he hasn't been unlocked yet. And I feel like if, you know, the Pirates are going to reverse sweep, all 3 players are going to definitely show up this time. Even if they, you know, aren't a big as of an impact as other players, like you said, all you got to do is keep the ball out of the other team's hands and, you know, just disrupting every time they come up for an offensive push. And that's what Tunloink did. He did a great job of doing that. But now the Rhinos looking to drop one in. Can't really find it off Electro. Follow up through from both players left. Pandy eventually finds the back of the net, and it's 1-0. But just note though, Oddfellow, it took all 3 players from the Rhinos to score on that Pirates defense.
So it did, but what I want to point out was the placement of the shots coming in from from Red and Electros there. Yes, they hit the crossbar, but if you look at where on the crossbar they were hitting, they were both searching for that bar down and just weren't able to get it. It's like a pixel perfect thing that you have to get, and both of them nearly got it, but luckily Pandy was able to be there to clean it up as Tunloink tried to sneak that one past, but Red not allowing that one to go. Red trying to collect this one in the corner, gets it past Fuzzy, tries to lay it up for Electros, but the defense from Speedy shuts that down for the Rhinos offense. Demo there from Tunloink onto Pandy. Again, starts to slow down the Rhinos offense just a smidge. Speedy coming off the back wall, turning away Electros. Now it's going to be Tunloink collecting this one off the side wall. Does get 50'd by Red there. Speedy, 0 boost to his name. Just trying to launch that one towards the Rhinos side and set up some offense for his teammates. Fuzzy looking for the pass mid. Not quite enough to get it to Tunloink. Was intercepted there by Electros. Speedy again off of his corner, meeting Pandy in the middle. It's going to be a demo onto Fuzzy, but Tunloink with a beautiful clear off the backboard shuts down the Rhinos offense again.
Yeah, the Pirates are definitely doing a great job at keeping that Rhinos offense from the back of the net, but it's still 1-0. The other Rhinos, you're making some good shots. You gotta continue what you did from game 1. Get those passing lanes back open. The Pirates definitely done a great job at closing that down. And you know, it's only 1-0. Like I said, you know, if this was game 1 and the Pirates, you know, weren't really there, they couldn't really figure out what the Rhinos are doing. This would have been a bigger margin at this point. I feel like Red definitely need a demo, open up that lane there for anyone. Tunloink, great job with that save, getting the one back to the corner. Red now going to pass it down, and Fuzzy's there, and they're reading the Rhinos passing opportunities. Both players up for the Rhinos. Great job by Speedy to read that one, and Red's going to take this one back the other way over to Fuzzy now. He's going to get a big boom. Tunloink going to try and go over the Electro, already up for it instead. Fuzzy going to drop it down to the mid. Possible pass over to Fuzzy. Fuzzy not able to get a decent touch, but Tunloink's up with it now, off to the back wall, and you know, the Pirates now are looking like they're putting some puzzle pieces together here.
And what I'm loving to see from the Rhinos here is that there's been a lot of what look like double commits, but they're not really double commits. They're more of change-ups, where the first player is getting a little bit of a soft touch, and then the second player is coming in either from directly behind or from somewhere just off screen to take the initial challenge and kind of throw off the defender of where it's going to be coming from. And they're being smart about it, but the Pirates have been sniffing it out every time. There, finally, Pandy is able to score one off of the pass from Electros off the corner.
Yeah, like you said, I've been watching the Rhinos like offensive plays now. They're getting definitely a little more creative on the passing opportunities. Like it looks like it's a double commit, but it's not. You know, as we pointed out, and Speedy did a great job of reading this. You know, both of the Rhinos players just following one up on one another. You get a touch, and then I'll be there for you if you get that. Speedy, good demo on that one. But like you said, and Pandy with a flick. Hang on, Pandy is gonna take 3 goals to his name, putting the Rhinos up 3-0. They're looming in on a series win.
Oh my goodness. And this was beautiful control from Electros initially on the midfield to set that up for Pandy to just swoop in, collect it, and finish it off with a textbook flick there over the top of, I believe that was Fuzzy, who unfortunately got himself flicked over. Red playing the kickoff off the back wall, looking for the angle, not quite able to get it, but keeping it from Fuzzy being able to get a good pinch. Electros played it off his own back wall here. 0 boost to his name as he's trying to get some rotations going. Turnloink trying to center this one up. Fuzzy is going to be there, and that is going to be an open net goal for the Pirates to take it to a 2-goal lead for the Rhinos.
That definitely helps them out a lot. You know, just putting that one in, you can beat the Rhinos defense now. You've done it already. You got this goal here. And, 1 minute 38 left. Plenty of time, especially in Premier League. All these players can really shoot the ball when need be, and just stay on the lookout. Don't sleep on any one of them. Red especially, almost dropping that one in off the back wall. It's going back the other way. Pandy, good touch on it now. Speedy gets past Red though, up to Fuzzy. No one's home there, and Pandy is gonna drop the one back in.
And this is another fantastic ground play here from Pandy. Ends up unfortunately being a bit of an own goal from Speedy. He was trying to just kind of clang it off the top crossbar, but the placement from Pandy was impeccable there. So the Rhinos just getting some fantastic offensive play out of Pandy, and he's not doing it by himself. He has been assisted by both of his teammates. All 4 of his goals have come off of assists from either teammate. So fantastic team play from the Rhinos here. And right now in this game 4, it just looks like they're still outpacing the Pirates. Like it looked like the Pirates had something going in game 3, but this game 4 looks like the Rhinos we saw in game 1 and 2.
Yeah, and we talked about how the last game the Pirates, Speedy was definitely the guy to watch out for. Both Pirates players assisted him on every goal, and now especially the 5th goal, all 5 goals, essentially with the help of all 3 players, with 2 assists on Red and 3 assists on Electro. All these players are definitely putting their work, and they're just dropping in another one. Red is gonna put in another one, and all players on the Rhinos now have at least a goal and at least an assist as well. Dare I say, the Rhinos are looking like a very sharp team, and we are on a South America watch at this point, right?
Something like that. But yeah, this is definitely the Rhinos that we saw in the first 2 games. I'm not sure what changed in game 3 that gave the Pirates so much momentum. I'm not sure if maybe the Rhinos kind of got complacent a little bit going into that game after having won the first 2 games fairly solidly, and then this game they just decided to buckle back down and get it going. But Turnloink putting the 2nd goal of the game for the Pirates on 37 seconds left. I'm not sure that it's mathematically there for them to catch up, but it definitely is going to make things interesting going into game 5.
It may not be mathematically, but it is geometry, as you said earlier. The Pirates might not look like they win this one, but however, they still have another game left to win. And every win counts here. We play all 5. If you get 2 wins, it's better than 1, and 1 win's better than 0, to be honest with you. But still, you still got another win potentially coming to under your belt there, and they're going to try and take some momentum goals here. Red gets a nice touch, and that's another great clear by the Rhinos now, and the ball is just going to bounce up to Turnloink. Turnloink is going to try and shoot it again. Electro won't allow that to happen. Shut the momentum down early before the game 5, and with that, the Rhinos are going to take the series here in game 4.
I really wanted to see the Pirates put one last goal in there, because then that would make the 3rd time this series that the score ended in a score of 6-3, and it just would have kept that consistency going. So unfortunate that wasn't able to happen to make my OCD happy, but fantastic offensive performance overall by the Rhinos. It was just domination from start to finish. The Pirates, it's not like they were performing poorly either. The Rhinos were just finding the slots. They were finding the passes. They were taking advantage of the mistakes, and the Pirates just really didn't have much room to breathe.
Yeah, we could talk about the Rhino shots again. 13 shots once more. It feels like at this point, every time the Rhinos shoot the ball 10 plus times, they end up winning the game. The Pirates, however, it looked like we saw in game 1, when the Rhinos kept finding the passing lanes, Pirates couldn't really figure it out that well. They got way more creative that time here in this game 4, which resulted in a 6-2 win. And I'm loving what I'm seeing from the Rhinos right now. If you're on the Pirates, you now got to watch out for what looks like a double commit, but it's not. You know, you gotta make sure you read that. You know, it might not look like it, but it is. And you still have another chance to get a second win under your belt out of the series.
So yeah, the Rhinos having taken the series now, getting those 3 wins, but the Pirates still have a chance to make this a 3-2 instead of a 4-1, and with every single win counting for playoff seeding, every single win counts here. So they definitely are going to feel a lot better about coming away with a win than a loss here in this game 5 as Tunloik and company save that one away off the goal line.
You know, your prediction might come true here. You know, you had the Rhinos, what, 4-1?
I'm not going to repeat it at this point in time. Let's wait till the end of the game and then I'll repeat it.
Yeah, we'll wait till the end. You know, Caster's curse up in here. Tunloik, good touch out there. Fuzzy trying to follow it through. Can't really find it. Red's there with it. Tunloik gonna definitely follow that one through now. Oh, is it in though? And it finally finds its way in the Hot Wheels car. Gonna drop it in. And the Pirates are up 1 here early in the game 5.
I think it's the first time I've seen a Hot Wheels car get a goal in MLE, period. I might be wrong. I'm probably, at least on stream, I'm probably wrong. It's probably happened before, but you know, it's always fun to have. The Rhinos just unfortunately getting a little tied up on their own goal line. The offensive pressure from the Pirate. It just happened again. Tunloik coming in immediately. This is the offensive speed that the Pirates were missing in game 4. They had it in game 3. It disappeared in game 4. But it is back here in game 5, and its name is Tunloik.
No, not to just, you know, display the Pirates here, but you know, every time a team usually ends up winning a series within game 4 or game 5, they usually end up slowing things down, you know, and just taking their foot off the pedal, and that could be a blessing for the Pirates, you know, unless you keep it up. Tunloik gonna try and do it again. Good put out to the middle. No one's home. Here come the Rhinos on the attack now. Fuzzy touches it out. The Pandy though is right there off the back wall. A team bump. Unfortunately, for the Rhinos, nothing comes of it. Red, however, is up in the air right now. Gets it past Tunloik. Pandy is going to drop it in. And it just looks too easy for the Rhinos. The Rhinos back within 1.
And unfortunately, Tunloik not quite able to get that save. Fuzzy getting bumped on his rotation back by Red. And so the Pirates' defensive rotations just got a little bit out of whack there and forced the Rhinos into a fantastic scoring position there. The defensive rotations from the Pirates has been an issue for them all night, and I definitely think that that's something that they're going to have to work on going into the next week of play. It hasn't been awful by any means. It just hasn't been good enough to keep up with the pace of play that the Rhinos are playing at.
Yeah, the Rhinos are definitely really quick at what they do, especially on the transitional offensive attack. You know, the Pirates aren't playing bad, like you said, but it's not good enough to match the Rhinos' pace. But let's see, they're up by 1, though. Fuzzy flicks it around. Red can't find it. A follow-up by Speedy doesn't go anywhere. Tunloik now tries to go up with a miss. Fuzzy still waiting for it patiently. Cole almost hits it there, but it's blocked away by a Rhinos defender, and the ball is going the other way. Up to Tunloik now, up to Red. Red try to touch it down. Fuzzy doesn't get a good challenge off of Red. Speedy goes up, and that's another 50. And the Rhinos are definitely looking really good at being there, challenging the ball, and not letting the Pirates have anything to their name at least.
Just about half the game left to play here. Speedy getting a nice save away there off the shot from Red. Electros, I think, was looking for Pandy or Red on the cross there, but wasn't able to connect with either of them. That's going to be a double commit there from the Rhinos, so it's going to be Fuzzy versus Red. Fuzzy was looking for the musty challenge there, but was not quite able to connect with it. Electros and Tunloik both whiffing that one. Electros gets a nice touch to keep it in play here for the Rhinos, but the Pirates able to catch up to it first. Now Pandy throws it back in for the Rhinos, turned away by Tunloik. Red gets a doink off the top of Tunloik there. Speedy in his own corner, looking kind of awkward. Pandy trying to play this through, but not quite able to put that one through. Fuzzy now again trying to push this one. It seems like a lot of these times when the offense is starting for the Pirates, it's Fuzzy that's been starting to lead the charge.
Yeah, Fuzzy has definitely shown up this entire series. Unfortunately for him, the Rhinos are just swarming the top player for each team each game. You know, it just feels like they're just taking him out each play. But, you know, for the Pirates, it definitely looks like they got some shining starts, and they still have this 2-1 lead, don't get me wrong. But I don't know, if the Pirates can hold out here, the Rhinos can't really find any passing plays like they kept doing. and that ball is just going to drop down to Fuzzy. Fuzzy gets a save, but gets demoed off of it. Tunlink got to be there. He does, and that's a savior for him this game. Red looking to angle that shot. Can't find it. Fuzzy up by himself against Pandy. Pandy, good challenge on that one. Fuzzy still with it, though. Up in there now. Red not really there with it. Off the back post. Can't find it for Tunlink. Pandy puts that one out. Fuzzy still challenging the ball here. Pirates pushing harder than ever, wasting time off the clock for this Rhinos team to connect. Tunlink passes it over to Fuzzy. Fuzzy can't find it, but gets it there. Fuzzy put the Pirates up by 2.
It almost works out better for Fuzzy that he missed this initial touch because it got Pandy out of position and then just left it wide open for him to finally just smack that one in. So a 2-goal lead here for the Pirates as they had a very, very good like 60 seconds or so of offense going there. And the Rhinos just bended and bended and bended and then eventually broke. Speaking of break, lots of demos coming in and Electros takes advantage of the open goal line.
Lots of broken parts flying everywhere. And Electro gonna take, like you said, take advantage of it. Opportunities knocking. Still plenty of time though for the Rhinos to come back. 44 seconds. And if they can just demo the Pirates like they've been doing, and Pandy starting the demo early in the stride here. Red up with it. Red trying to touch it there, but Electro there with it. It's a tie ball game.
And Red looked like he was trying to get the ground pinch here, but Electro's coming up underneath and able to just throw that one in. Again, the demos from the Rhinos is what is making the difference here. There's so many offensive plays that probably should have been stopped by the Pirates, but the demos that the Rhinos have been able to get have been absolutely phenomenal. Electros smacks that one in off the right sidebar, and all of a sudden a 2-goal lead for the Pirates turns into a 1-goal lead for the Rhinos in about 20 seconds.
Electro, 3 goals already in this one. He got himself a hat trick. They're trying to get that 4-1 win under the Pirates, and the Pirates have found themselves now in a deficit, only down by 1. Get themselves a few demos. Pandy wide open. Red just gonna almost stole it. Pandy now gonna throw it. The Rhinos have found life. They're coming out of electric.
Just so everybody understands what's happening, the last goal from the Pirates was scored with 57 seconds left on the clock, and the score was 3-1 in favor of the Pirates. 30 seconds later, we have seen 4 goals scored for the Rhinos, almost 5. And all of a sudden, it is completely turned around here as, oh dear, it looks like Speedy is having some very unfortunate internet issues on his end.
Oh my, yeah, that's very unfortunate, especially for the times in need. You know, lagging at this point. Electros are going to put in another one. They don't care if you're lagging. They're going to take advantage of that one. And like you said, you wanted it for the 3rd time in the series. The score is 6-3 off the 4th goal by Electro.
Hey, this hurts to watch because the Pirates were doing so well, but then right at the last second, Speedy started having some internet issues, and the Rhinos have just been running away with it ever since. As the clock now ticking down, Red looking for something last second here. Pandy going up as well. Electro's going to go up the 3rd time, and he is going to slap that one in just for the cherry on top, and that is going to be a 7-3 victory here in Game 5 for the Rhinos for a 4-1 series victory. And man, I wonder who could have called that.
You know, you were the one that called that. Anyway, every time I predict the game, it doesn't work out for me. I am 0 for I don't know how many I've done now, but unfortunate loss for the Pirates here. You played so well. It didn't feel like a 4-1 series win for the Rhinos. It honestly felt a lot closer than that, and unfortunately it wasn't the Pirates night. The Rhinos definitely look very solid, Oddfella. They have came out, I would say they put Premier League on notice with that one.
And something that I do want to point out here, this should have been a 3-2 in favor of the Pirates, but again, some internet issues coming out from Speedy leading to that last little run of goals there from the Rhinos, at least from what it looked like. So not to diminish what the Rhinos did in the last couple seconds there, but obviously, you know, that had an impact on it. So a phenomenal showing from the Pirates here. Definitely not a 4-1 to hang their hang their heads on, because they can look at that and there is a lot of good that came out of that series. It just looked like from the start to the finish, the Rhinos were just a little bit faster.
Yeah, just a little bit faster indeed. And like I said, like we all said, unfortunate. It should have been a 3-2. But unfortunately for the Pirates, the lag happened and the Rhinos took advantage of it. But other than that, 4-1 win. You got one win, and you can take that with you into next week.
And that was a fantastic series there by both teams. But don't go anywhere, because we have one more series coming up tonight. Is going to be a Champions League matchup. The Express hosting the Hurricanes in one last threes matchup for the evening. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back after the break.